Ooh, thank you, Aaron, for following. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna lie, I love the little animations as well. I just love the little things with Twitch. I really do. But yeah, thank you for following, Aaron. It's greatly appreciated. Every little helps, you know, on my journey. Oh, okay. We've got a Hoppip, so this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Hi, Aaron. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? So, as you can see, this is where I'm going to start to use my PP up. Splash actually has PP of 35, so I'm going to be, just doing this for a little while and just talking to you guys. So yeah, this is the one problem with using a Togepi in Gen 2. It doesn't learn any moves until level 7, so I'm literally going to be doing this for a long time. I am hopeful that like we can beat the game. I think we will beat the Elite Four with Togepi, because Togepi is an absolute beast. But then when it comes down to it, it's going to be PP is going to be the big issue here. And yeah, I'm doing well, Aaron. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a good day. It's the birds are chirping. Chirping is that the word? Chirping. The birds are chirping, and it's a pretty warm day, to be honest. It's not too bad. But yeah, I'm doing very well. No real news, just fighting Hoppips, trying to get Henry up to level 7. And yeah, it begins, and it's going to be like this for a long time. Don't you worry, Raz. It'll be like this for a long time. The problem is with the whole PP situation here. We're going to be doing this for a long time. And if we get poisoned or if we get attacked in any way and we faint, we're going to have to do this all again, and we've only got so much money to actually get potions. So yeah, it's yeah, but luckily I do actually have faith that we can do this, otherwise we would have to start the entire run again. And hopefully that's not the case. That's really... It wouldn't be ideal. It would not be ideal. But you know, we'll see what happens. There's no point counting chickens before they hatch and everything. Things can happen. Technical difficulties if I miscount or what have you. But, you know, it's one hell of a challenge. So we're 11 deep now. 11 deep. We're a third of the way through on this Hoppip. We're getting there. How is everyone's hay fever, by the way? I was talking to Raz earlier on in a Discord chat. Like, my hay fever is horrendous today. Like, literally my eyes are just streaming. Like... I hate this time of year, to be honest. I like it when it's... I think my favourite time of year has to be, like, March time. March or September. Where it's still a bit warm, but it's not too cold, and it's not too, like... There's not too, like... It's not too stuffy. And this is Togepi only tips crazy. I will not be evolving Togepi. I'm going to be using Togepi for the entire run. And it doesn't have good moves. It really doesn't. The best move it's got is probably Metronome. I do actually have a plan for the half of the game. So I will be getting certain like items and stuff. I really want to get the Quick Claw, which allows you, I think it's like 10% of the time you're actually going to get to attack first. It's irrelevant on speed, but we'll get into that later on. And then I also want to get the move Curse. Curse is a weird move. There's two types of Curse actually in Pokemon. There's the one where you halve your HP, and then the rival Pokemon loses a quarter of their HP every single move, every single turn even. Ooh, Charm's done, great. And then there's the other Curse, which is the one I really want to go for, which is where you lower your speed, but it greatly increases your attack and defense. And especially with Metronome, a lot of the moves in this game are physical based, and I want to actually maximize my attack as much as possible. So, yeah. I think it will be a good challenge. I just want to add a bit of a twist, you know. I want to do more like challenges like this. Like maybe do beat Spyro the Dragon without charging. Like imagine like just little stupid challenges like that. I think it would make a big difference, and I think it's just a bit of fun, isn't it, when it comes down to it? You want to actually have fun while you're streaming, and it just adds a whole other layer to like content creation, I think. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen. I hope I win. I hope I can beat the game. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that I can. But, you know, it's one of those things you just don't know what's going to happen from day to day here. Like, especially with Togepi. Like I said, if we make one bad move here, we could literally have to do this all over again. Because we've only got X amount of money, and I will be using potions to heal myself up when I'm actually using Struggle. I've got a feeling Hoppip is probably getting closer to Struggle as well. So I probably will let him try to take me out with Struggle. So that'll be exciting. Like I said, with Struggle, Hoppip will do an eighth of his HP and damage on recoil every time he uses the move Struggle. So that will make it a bit easier for us. And as you can see, Hoppip is a level 4, so I'm hopeful. I am hopeful that we can actually get a level up, or at least something to actually increase our speed, because we're going to need it against those Pidgeys and those Weedles. Like, it sounds so weird, oh yeah, I'm struggling to kill Weedles and that, but like, when you're doing a Pokemon with no moves, or no attacking moves, it is so difficult to actually even comprehend like attacking. And yeah, it's going to be one of those challenges where it's going to be a long grind at the start, but when we get further into the game and when we do become pretty overpowered, by the way, there's only 2 more splashes left. When we do become overpowered and we get like Henry to like level 60, level 70, that's when it's all going to come down to luck and metronome hitting good moves. And especially when you're like fighting like the second half of the game where you're fighting in Kanto and everyone's got 6 party teams. I'm going to have to go back and forth to the Pokemon Center so much. But to be honest, this challenge, main issue is going to be time. This should be its last splash if I've counted correctly, by the way. Should be, hopefully. Come on. Let's see. Oh no, I'm wrong. It must have 40 PP. My fault there. Again, like, I'm not a 100% expert at Pokemon. I do know Pokemon pretty well, but there's a few things I am a bit, like, not knowledgeable about. So I may make a few mistakes here. Again, I might mention that Pokemon spawns in an area and it might not. But again, that'll just come with time, you know. I have played this game many times, and I am replaying it currently on my 3DS, like I said. And I feel like... Oh, struggle time, let's see. 1 damage. And as you can see, he is doing damage to himself. I'm actually going to stay in this battle, and I'm just going to keep using my PP as well. Mainly because his HP is so low, I can just heal myself up with a potion. Of course, if he does get a critical hit, it will do double damage. But yeah, I think out of the entire group, I think myself or Ed... We both know Pokemon pretty well. I think Ed knows the later half of Pokemon. I only know it's like Generation 5, and then I kind of drop off a little bit. I am trying to get back into Pokemon. I think Pokemon is one of those games where you get so invested into it. You can spend so many times, like so much time in it. Like in Sword and Shield, I spent about like 100 hours into it, and that's crazy on a game. I see that, but then on Animal Crossing, I spent probably about, I think that's like 150 hours. Like on one game, that is crazy. It really is. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to use a berry, just because I want to, because why not? The problem is as well, as soon as we go into the building above, we will actually get healed up again by Mr. Pokemon. That's not ideal, but as you can see, I'm actually winning this fight somehow, without actually using one move. I'm winning. I'm actually winning a battle, somehow, I don't know. When we do actually unlock Struggle, I will be able to attack other Pokemon, but then again, I probably will get outspeeded by like Weedles, which means they will attack first. Which is annoying, especially like I really do not want to get poisoned. It would be safer just to actually try to get another Hoppip. It spawns 5% of the time on this route. Then again, 5% of the time, that's 1 in 20. And 1 in 20, that's the odds you're going to find on every encounter. It doesn't determine that you're going to get it every 20 times. You know what I mean? So it's 1 in 20, but it might be 1 in 200th when I get it. So anything can happen. It's like catching shiny Pokemon in a way. Like, shiny Pokemon is like 1 out of 1,892. And you won't encounter one exactly in 8,192. It might be a bit more than that or a bit less. It's just probability, really. But yeah. Just a bit of trivia there. So I think I'm actually going to just stay in here. As long as he doesn't get critical, I should be fine. Come on. I have faith. And then I've got to admit, my Growler is getting down there. 6 left. 6. We're doing well, and we're about to win. Okay, so now that we haven't actually wiped it down to 0, we will have to find another Hoppip. So I'm pretty sure Hoppip will be dead here, yeah. Let's see how much experience we get. Come on, give me enough experience, 42. Okay, that's not bad, that's not bad. So one thing to realize as well when it comes to Togepi. Togepi is in the fast experience group, which means he will be getting to level 100 the fastest out of every Pokemon. Like, for example, the Dragon type, they're in the slow group, they need 1.25 million experience. Togepi only needs 800,000. By the way, there's our Poison Cure Berry. Every day you can come back and get one of those. Why not? Why not? But yeah, Togepi, a great Pokemon, by the way. Once Togepi does get into the late half of the game and he actually does want to evolve, I'm not going to let him evolve. I kind of want to keep it as is. By the way, I will be staying in this battle because Caterpie cannot, like, he cannot do a lot of damage to me, especially when I'm going to be using a lot of, I will be using a lot of Growls, so he will be, like, lowering his attack power. I'm pretty sure Tackle is physical in this game, so his attack's going to be abysmal when he does actually attack me, so that's fine. Like I said, once I get to the half of the game, that's going to be where it changes massively. I'm not going to be going for any, like, special moveset or, like, training my Pokemon special, like, in a special way. If you don't know, when you are playing Pokemon, depending on what Pokemon you battle and you win against, that will determine what stats you actually do get. So, for example, I don't know the specifics, but I'm pretty sure if you beat a Togepi in a battle, you will get a chance of getting a, I think it's a defense IV, and that would actually make it so that when you do level up next, you will get more like what's the word, stats towards defense. And I won't be doing that. I might have to do it in the latter part of the game, but I'd rather not, because then you have to start chaining Pokemon. Yeah, it's not the best. But as you can see, we actually are finally doing damage. It's great. Thank God for Henry's high defense. It's going to make a massive difference here. This is where I'm actually will be having to use a lot of potions just to keep myself like up and ready to go. But apart from that, that's the main problem with Pokemon. You don't know what to expect. It's a difficult game unless you've actually played it like a lot of times. And I do think that Crystal is probably the second hardest Pokemon game out there, other than Emerald, which is number 1. So yeah, that's one thing reason I actually did choose this. I actually would love to do like another run of this, but maybe on the late generation, like maybe level 6, get in there. So we should get some. We've got some HP up, so that's great. I will be wanting to do this actually on like another game, maybe Emerald, maybe Platinum. I know one of my old YouTube friends did do a solo run of just Togepi on Platinum, and he had a lot of problems with that, but that was like a long time ago. But yeah, I feel like challenges are what I really want to do on Twitch. I feel like it's going to add a whole other layer to actually like the whole gameplay element. You know, you're going to be doing things in a different way. And I just think it's a bit of fun. Also, how did I miss Struggle? What the hell? What the hell? So we will have to fight 3 Caterpies here to actually gain ourselves a level, which would in fact allow us to, you know, get a bit more powerful, you know, and actually unlock our first move, which will be Metronome. As mentioned, Metronome is a luck-based move, so there's a lot of time we will be whiting out, and we will be dying, and like our Pokemon being fainted, which is going to be the big problem here. But to be honest, this is going a lot better than my initial run did. And when I first tried to do this, it did take me about an hour and a half to actually get this sorted. I just had really bad luck with the Hoppips. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad. You probably could do this with just like fighting Caterpies and just doing your PP that way. But then again, that's going to be very costly, and when you're actually doing a solo run, you want to make sure that you are using potions as much as possible. One thing to make you aware, I will not be using any battle items in this game. I will just be using outside of battle, such as potions or whatever, mainly because of the start of the game. I will not be able to do this otherwise. Getting a PP is so hard, and I will literally have to chain Hoppips, and it'll take me about 6 or 7 hours to do, and yeah, I just don't want to do that. I'm only going to use potions outside of battle. I'm not going to use them inside of battle. I know some people do use like X items and stuff. I'm not going to use anything like that. I'm just going to try and do it my way, and that's the way I really want to do it, really. I want to do it in a way where it's different, but I don't want to like make it so it's like impossible for me to do it. I'm going to waste like hours doing it, because I will be uploading all these VODs to YouTube, and then that'll take a lot of time out of my day trying to do. So yeah, that'll be the big thing, really. Okay, let's do a quick tackle here. Fine by me. You can do as much damage as you want to me, Caterpie. Don't you worry, boy. You're going down. Okay, as you can see, Struggle's main like Achilles heel is the fact that I will be using Struggle quite frequently here. But then again, when it comes down to Struggle, it's not a bad move. It does a lot of damage, and it actually doesn't have any types. So, for example, later on in the game, I might have to use Struggle again against like Ghost types or what have you, because Ghost types like resist normal and fighting, and with how big the move pool is for Struggle, yeah, it's gonna be difficult there. But I feel like we should be able to do it. You know, I will be teaching TMs to Henry as we go along in the game. I do actually have a few TMs planned, one of which we will be getting shortly, and it's just going to allow us to do a bit more damage, really. I don't like relying on the luck element of Metronome. It's difficult, that's the thing. Like, the whole luck element, yeah. I have seen Let's Plays of, like, Pokemon Crystal done with just babies. So, like, Magby, Elekid, all the other babies that I know Togepi is in that category as well. But the problem with that is, it's not really a challenge, because our biggest weakness as Togepi is fighting, obviously, because it's fighting type. But if you have like a full team of like all babies, you're gonna have like a Pokemon to fight each gym. Like, for example, when I get to the Dragon types gym with Claire at the end of the game, I don't know how I'm gonna cope there, because it is all gonna be luck. Also, it's called Henry because my mum and dad recently just bought another dog. Well, it was yesterday. Like, they picked the dog up yesterday, and it's called Henry. And yeah, I just like the name. It's a good name. It's a gangster name, isn't it? Like, you can just imagine someone walking around with like around the streets, you know, going out the window. It's called Henry. Also, it's a very unique name. I don't know that many people called Henry. do you, Aaron, or anybody called Henry? I actually can't name anyone other than, obviously, the King of England. But Henry VIII. Well, the old King of England. So yeah, honestly, I'll have to show you some photos of him, because like, he is such a cute dog. He's very young, he's just running around, and yeah. I would love a pet dog though, but that's for a whole other story. Like, I think we're just gonna get cats as well. Imagine that, like, having cats. It's like running around on the stream and everything, just like popping in the video, like nudging the microphone with their little paws. That would be adorable, wouldn't it? Really would be. Ooh, so close to getting that metronome, so close. One more battle should do it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get here. I was wrong there. I actually thought it was going to be 3 Caterpies, and this is going to be our 5th battle, I'm pretty sure now. Of course, we have fought a bit of like diverse Pokemon here. We fought Pidgeys, we fought other Caterpies of a range of different levels. So yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Come on, give me something good. And of course, we're going to end on a Hoppip, which is going to be a level 4. Yeah. So again, Hoppips are one of those Pokemon where 87.5% of the time it's female, 12.5% is male. Henry is the opposite, it's 75% male? No, what am I saying? It's 87.5% male, 12.5% female. So we've already got like odds are against us in a way, you know, where we're in the majority, the minority even, like with the lower gender and everything. So yeah, that's something I really think about, what's crazy about Pokemon. Like when you really think about how much stuff's in these games, like the whole technical side of it with like genders, breeding, experience chains and everything, like how each Pokemon's got like different levels of experience required, and then evolution lines, and then all the sprite work and everything. Like for a game which came out in, I think it was 2000 in the UK, that is mental how much content's here, and I'm just amazed. I am amazed. So, but by the way, you know what that means? It is time for metronome. Okay, this is where it's gonna get fun. So metronome is a really interesting move, like I said. It's one of those moves where you don't know what you're going to get. By the way, I'm actually going to change the moveset of Togepi here. Oh, I don't think I can do it here. I think it's actually in battle when I can change it. I'm going to put metronome as number 1. And then we'll see what happens in the moving. Just to see what's going to happen. I hope we actually get a decent move. We're going to show this Weedle how it's done here, though. So I'm going to put, I am going to put metronome at number 1. And let's see what we're going to get here. For the first metronome of the run. And this is where it's going to get super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It only took 40 minutes. So that's not bad. 40 minutes to get metronome. Horn drill. And we missed. Okay, let's do it again. We are faster. We are outspeeding a Weedle now. Okay, Fury Swipes. Let's see how it's done. Okay, great. So as you can see, the 2 moves we've already had are normal moves, which is going to be a big issue for when we do actually fight. Like the Ghost Gym, you know, Morty and everything. In, I can't remember what say that is, but later on in the game. So yeah. We've got Psywave. Great move, great move. Okay, this should take it out. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, because it's a both type. Ignore me. I keep getting confused with Gen 1 and Gen 2. But this is literally showing you what can happen with metronome in a way. I'm literally using metronome here, and I've used... This is going to be my 5th attack here, and I've only hit 1 attack. Well, no, I've hit 2 attacks, haven't I? Oh, no. Don't you dare knock me out. Don't you dare. Come on. I'm telling you, this is crazy. And the problem with Transform as well, I don't know if you know this, you actually do lose, like, I think you do less damage, because it changes your stats by 80% of the actual Pokemon you transform into, so your stats are always going to be weaker than the Pokemon you're battling. But yeah, okay. I don't want to die here, but I'm going to have to, because I'm not using, god damn it, I'm not using items in battle, so I'm going to have to die. Yep, that is a prime example of metronome screwing you over, and this is where it's going to get really fun, because, yeah, it's going to come down to luck. It really is. I actually didn't mention this, but the reason I actually did change Henry from Chikorita into Togepi, and not the other Pokemon, because I feel like Quilava would be the biggest challenge. Quilava is a tank. He's got a lot of attack power, and he's very fast, and I feel like that's going to be a big challenge for me. Like, I know Croconaw does... Like, when that evolves to Feraligatr or whatever, that's got a lot of power as well. And it's got, like, a lot of dark moves and stuff. But I feel like the main challenge would be Typhlosion at the end of the game, which is why I chose him. But, yep, and there we go. We've lost our first battle. That is another reason why I did spend all the money as well in our wallet. Mainly because I don't want to lose money, because when you start losing money, like in the last part of the game, you will need more money. Yep. This is going well. This is going very well so far. Still not kill a Pokemon with normal moves. Headbutt, by the way, fantastic move. Don't worry. We might look into getting that later on in the game as well. It's definitely on my radar. But like I said, the thing is with Metronome as well. So Togepi is a normal type Pokemon. And he will stay a normal type Pokemon until Generation 7. Generation 6 even, when they actually announce and bring out the Fairy typing. Which means that he can only get stab-based moves, you know, so a 50% increase in damage on normal type moves. Metronome is a really interesting move where the typing will constantly... Nothing really gets me, which is a bit scary, but you know, it's one of those things you don't really know what you're going to get. And but that also adds a lot of fun. I would love to do like a run where I literally just use Metronome, Horn Drill. I've literally not hit one Horn Drill yet. I think it's got 75% accuracy. And by the way, Horn Drill is a very powerful move in this game. It's crazy powerful.